As Americans struggle under the Biden economy, former Obama advisor and Democrat strategist David Axelrod has some harsh critique for Team Biden's nonstop bragging about Bidenomics.
I wouldn't go out there and extol the miracle of the Biden economy. It just drives me crazy when he does that, and he continues to do that. That is the wrong strategy. The right strategy is to say, look, we've made a lot of progress from when the day I walked in the door. I think Biden has to get himself on the right side of the economic fight.
More than 3 years in, a little late to start getting on the right side of fixing the economy, but Pete Buttigieg thinks Biden's been a great success. It's just the haters who say Biden's failing.
There's this narrative being pushed out there a little bit that the years prior to President Biden's administration were better for the economy. How should people be pushing back on that?
Look, we've been through a lot as a country. Having said that, we're also achieving a lot as a country. And while there is a very well-funded noise machine trying to poke holes in those achievements, trying to talk down the economy and all the things America has done, I think it reflects well on the president that the American people under his leadership and the American economy under his leadership have added so many jobs.
Here with reaction is Heritage Foundation economist Joel Griffith. Joel, good to see you. Thanks for being with us. Listen, it doesn't take rocket scientists to understand the polling that says people don't feel like the economy is great. Maybe Joe Biden shouldn't be out there promoting it in every other speech.
Well, I don't know what the secretary is referring to. It's the Biden administration's own Bureau of Economic Analysis that is releasing the numbers that are actually showing the economic misery Americans are dealing with. Let's take jobs, for instance. We've lost more than 1.3 million full-time jobs since last March. The only reason why we continue to see these positive top-line numbers is because we have so many people that are working 2 jobs to make ends meet. We've got an additional 35% of people working a full-time and a part-time job while we are bleeding month after month full-time jobs. And the same holds true when it comes to general economic growth. We see these rosy top-line numbers, but when you realize that 2/3 of our economic growth comes from consumer spending, and people are spending more despite earning less because they're drawing down their savings and adding $4,000 per family to the credit card bill, it makes a lot of sense why the polling data is so sour despite the top line numbers appearing to be so rosy.
The Biden White House the Treasury borrowed $800 billion at the end of last year during the fourth quarter to generate $300 billion worth of growth. That's this economy, where they keep forgiving student loan debt and borrowing the money and spreading it out to the 90% of Americans who have no student loan debt. If I hear one more time from the bottom up and the middle out, or the middle in and the bottom upside down, there is nothing that they have done since day one that has helped the working man and the working woman.
No, exactly right. And they're doubling down on these policies that have actually made education and made housing unaffordable. I mean, look at the Biden administration's latest plan on housing to go ahead and divvy up federal dollars to certain people to get down payment assistance. They're not acknowledging the fact that the reason why the typical housing payment has gone from $1,100 per month just a few years ago to $2,600 a month today is because we continue to funnel trillions of federal dollars in subsidies to the housing market. And that's why we have never in the history of this nation seen housing more unaffordable for typical families.
Right. So on that point, skipping meals and working overtime, some of the sacrifices Americans are making just to afford housing in Biden's America. Roughly 1 in 5 Americans have resorted to going hungry in order just to pay their rent. And food's not all. Americans have also been forced to give up vacations to save whatever they can. And just 14% of millennials, they've also resorted to dipping into their retirement funds to stay afloat. So your point on housing is real. Americans can't afford it, and they're skipping meals, skipping vacations, going into the retirement just to afford housing in Joe Biden's economy.
And this is just another example of the disconnect, because the official numbers say that housing costs have only risen 20% over the past 3 years. But all you have to do is look at the housing chart to see how the prices have skyrocketed, and just look at a basic mortgage calculator to see that it indeed costs close to $3,000 per month just to get a mortgage on a typical home. We've not experienced this before. So I'm not shocked at all that the polling data continues to be so negative when the typical people are living with such misery.
Joel, it was great to see you. Thank you so much for being here always. Oh, and gasoline prices are going straight back up, 15, 16% since the start of the year. It just gets worse. Joel, thank you.